rights activist. He brings a conservative point of view to black issues. His mission: to provide a forum for honest discussions about social issues without the liberal lapdogs shutting down the discussion. Broadcasting from the American Truth Project Studios in beautiful Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. This is Conservative Nation with your host, Jermaine Buxio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Conservative Nation with me, your gracious host, Jermaine Buxio. And on today's show, we have the one, the only mind of Jamal on Double Barrel J's. How are you doing here, sir?
Great to be back, of course. Great to be back, Jermaine. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully everyone out there in the audience is doing great. We're ready to get started. Awesome show tonight.
Absolutely.
Awesome show. Absolutely.
I'm doing a lot better. Let me tell you something. Still dealing with a lot of health issues, a lot of neurological issues that are popping up out of the woodworks. And I'm just, I'm hanging in there and dealing with it, day by day, as I can say. But I miss everybody. I can tell you that. I absolutely do. And I'm hoping to see everybody tonight. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. We have an awesome lineup for you guys. Let me tell you, we got a lot to discuss. And let me tell you something. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. You really don't. How about yourself, brother? How's everything in your neck of the woods?
Well,
I bet it's nice and hot over there.
man, last night we had thunderstorms last night here in my area. Internet went down. Nothing. All I had was my telephone, and I had to let my kids listen to that as they fall asleep, to go get their sleep music.
Oh, yeah. I understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, please, oh, please, hit that like button. Make sure you do share, please. All right? You can see how crazy the world is right now, right? Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. People are talking about World War III. Yeah, everybody and their mama's speak about World War III. So, it's getting crazy out there. All right, so
with this idiot in office and all this other craziness, they're allowing this idiot to get us in a world war.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, things are scary. Things are bad.
Yeah, it's really crazy. And the best things we can do, ladies and gentlemen, is to pray, for real, really pray, and make sure we keep people informed about what's going on. There's a lot of people who don't know what's going on. They really don't know. This, digital currency that is, coming about, it's right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's right there. So we got to make sure that we let people know what's going on with the digital currency, what's going on with Ukraine, right? There, you seen all that money flying to Ukraine, right? Yeah.
And none flew to Ohio.
There's a lot of money flying to Ukraine. I can tell you. Janet Yellen was just, getting ready to, give out another package of money. So this aid business that is going on is really, really pissing off a lot of folks, including the liberals now. There's liberals who are absolutely upset. They're like, all this money flying in Ukraine and look at our country.
Yep, they want their daggone reparations.
I'm telling you, you ain't lying about that. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys do us a favor once more again. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. All right. Absolutely. 200 billion and counting. Let me tell you, it seems to me, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a money laundering scheme. Absolutely. Money laundering scheme. That's what it seemed like. But we shall see in the long run. Well, without further ado, buddy, we have a lot of folks coming on in here. And they ready. They've been waiting for a very long time. They ready for us to get rocking. How about yourself? Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. Let's get. Make sure you guys do us a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. All right. First one up. I want to speak to you about a subject that a lot of folks have been speaking about for the past few months, really. And it deals with the gym of all places. Now, there has been a certain segment of folks going to the gym to, portray like they really go to the gym, but they're there virtue signaling. And it has to deal with men and women. Right now, a lot of folks are saying that women are ruining the gyms. They are. And it has to deal with this, filming one another and making it look like, the person's a creep. Now, you guys out there probably know what I'm talking about, right? Especially if you're a guy that goes to the gym a lot. You'll see guys doing sets in the gym and they're asking their brothers to sit there and, film them as they're doing their sets because they want to see, if they're doing the proper form or, they want to go ahead and put it on Facebook or some social media outlet to make themselves, feel good about themselves, I should say. And what's been going on is that there's a lot of women who are frequenting these gyms now. And what they're doing is that they are trying to catch guys looking at them and then call them creeps. And it's getting to the point where, a lot of men now don't want to go into any area where women are, pushing some iron. And there's a video out right now that is speaking about this, really. And I want to go ahead and run it. And when it comes back, I want to get you guys' take on it. A lot of people are saying that women are ruining the gym. I want to get your take on this. Is it the women who are ruining the gym or is it the culture? Here we go. Make sure you guys share, all right?
No, I'm telling you, it ascended into my abdomen.
Are you guys using this cable?
No, yeah, we're not using it. Right, Mark?
Nope, not at all.
Why aren't you guys looking at me?
Oh, because we don't want you to think, we're staring at you.
Who's even talking right now? I can't see.
But I want you guys to look at me. Am I doing this right?
If we were looking, I would say it looks good.
Sounds good, though.
Are you guys stop being ridiculous? I want you guys to look. Fine. Can you just record my set so I can see?
What do you think, Mark? Should we?
There's no cameras, right?
No, she has us to.
That's consent.
Yeah. She can't put that on social media, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, fine.
How's the video look?
Perfect.
Really good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Stressing for nothing,
Right.
right?
Let's get food. So what do you want to get from Chipotle?
You guys, check out these creeps with zero riz trying to record me in the gym. Ladies, be safe out there.
What do you guys think about this? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy, ladies and gentlemen? What do you guys think about this? Oh, yeah, this type of stuff goes on way too much. And let me tell you something, it's ruining a lot of people's lives. Now, Jamal, brother, what do you think about this? This girl, basically set these guys up. These guys didn't want to get caught up in what she was doing. And they decided to help her, and all of a sudden now, they're labeled as, creeps. What do you think about this here, sir?
Well, it's a parity, Jermaine, because what happened a few weeks ago, about a month ago, you had this young lady who called herself an Instagram influencer. And what she did was she was taking the weights and putting it on her and thrusting. She had the yoga pants pulled all the way up there. And people was like, oh, this guy's looking at me, he's staring. And then people who go to the gym, even women, was like, okay, he offered to help you because he's there. And then after that, he walked away. But what a lot of people are saying, these women come to the gym dressed like that for attention. Yep. Some of these clothes and some of these outfits they're wearing have nothing to do with exercise. You should not be seeing her camel toe. You should not be seeing stuff like that. And a lot of gyms are stopping women from doing this. They're stopping the recording because what's going on, basically a lot of these women are using these gyms as, to catch guys, not just to call them creep, but to influence, to get through the Facebook, the YouTube, and the Instagram. So then people can come and like their OnlyFans page because that's what attracts. They know that when they put on coochie, I call them. We used to call them when the dude used to wear tight jeans, call them nut huggers. But we call them camel toe grabbers. That camel toe suit. And they wear this stuff and they do these exercises and they pump their butts up and they're like, they are acting in a sexual manner on the exercise equipment because they're trying to sell themselves their page for OnlyFans, Instagram, and that's what happens. Well, now it's getting to the point. Coochie cutters. That's right.
Coochie cutters. Yeah, I heard of that. Said.
And so now, outside the gym, is it okay? Hey, if a woman wants to dress like that, takes a chance to dress like that, boom. She want to dress like that on a beach or on a something like that, okay. But what they're saying, they're using the gym for revenue and getting clicks and likes and becoming a disturbance to the gym. The same way they got rules against slamming weights on the floor, you walking around in coochie cutters, it's a distraction because the attention you're going to get.
Absolutely. And the feminists out there, Jamal, would say, hey, a woman should be able to wear whatever she wants and shouldn't be subjected to animals looking at her. This is the way these feminists talk. And what I've been saying for a very long time is that, when it comes to men and women being in these type of spaces, they should be separated. You're always going to have men looking at women, women looking at men. You're always going to have this type of this type of dynamic there. And to cut down off of all that nonsense is just to, separate them. That's what I truly believe. Now, when it comes to men, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to look.
Yes.
I don't care who you are.
Yes.
A woman wearing skin-tight yoga pants. The pants is all the way up her behind, right? Big breasts hanging out. The guys are going to look. Yeah, they're going to look, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to look. And I think that what they're doing is that they're setting up these guys by doing stuff like this. They certainly are. And when guys go to the gym, a lot of them go there for peace. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the gym brings peace to a lot of guys. That's why they go there, right? Once they go there, a lot of times they don't see a lot of women over there. They go over there to get their mind correct, get their mind together. And women, a lot of them know this. So they go there to, either get attention or to, work on their figure or whatnot. But, these things are out there. Jamal, what are the guys are supposed to do? Are they not supposed to look? They see a fine-looking woman with a big booty, booty bigger than Kim Kardashian, walking right past them. Are they just supposed to act, close their eyes, look the other way? I mean, what are they supposed to do, Jamal?
See, here's the thing. And this is why it's impacting our society. Right now, young men are going through depression because they're scared to approach a woman. They have made it things so bad to where a man cannot go and approach a woman and let her know how beautiful she is, shoot his shot, and then if he shoot his shot, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. If she says no, walk away in rejection. What these social influencers are doing, they're not coming there to exercise. They're not coming here to really put in a workout. They're coming there to shoot pictures of themselves and get clicks and likes on Instagram. Mm-hmm. The women that's there working out, you can tell. They get sweaty. They get funky. You tell they're there working out. They're not there trying to look cute and sexy. They're there for one reason, to maintain their body. Yep. So yes, they're dressed like that, but they're there to work out. These women that they're really complaining about, these social influencers with the, put on the stuff just to go and say, hey, look at me. Look at me. They're becoming a problem. Even women who go to the gym regularly are like, are you going to lift weights or are you going to sit there and pose? Every time you turn around, they go sit, because there are exercises that target stuff for women. If a woman want a bigger booty and they want to work their butt out, there's machines for that to work your gluteus maximus. Yep. If a woman want to flatten her stomach, they're there. And what's going on, before they get on the machine, they got to take 10, 15 minutes to set up their camera, get their microphone, wait for somebody to get out of the background, and people getting sick of it. Especially the women that's trying to maintain what they got or improve and get better.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely correct. It's going to get to a point where, and I've already started seeing it, where they're starting to outlaw any type of videography in the gym now. You can't bring a cell phone if they catch you recording or doing any of that nonsense. You get kicked out.
They should.
And I believe they should. The gym, you're there to work out. You're not there to take poses and act as if, you're a big workout stud when you're not. You know, it's not there. You're not there to increase your social media, followers by doing that. You're just not there for that. So a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is from the culture. And I also believe it's from knuckleheads and idiots out there who believe that they could, take advantage of the social morass of the gym. That's what I absolutely believe. And it will only take, guys in a sense standing up and saying, hey, you know what? We're not going to be ashamed because somebody's trying to say that we're being creeps. And guys out there have to get over that. There's going to be women out there who are going to call you creeps over regular stuff. And guys got to get over it. And the women who are making and shout out to Elaine Gertson, she says that they will only complain if the guy's ugly. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely correct, Elaine, because this is what happens at work as well. If a guy who looks good is hitting on you at work, guess what? There's no harassment there, right? The girl's like, right? She likes it. But if the guy is ugly as sin and he's hitting at you at work, let me tell you something. You're getting ready to go to HR, right? You're getting ready to say, hey, this ugly buffoon won't leave me alone. So, it's a fine line. It really is. Last words here, sir.
Real quick. Saturday Night Live did a short sketch on sexual harassment. They had the guy Kenyon, the black dude, and the white dude. He played in Spider-Man with Tony Maguire, his best friend Harry. He played in Fly Boys. He played in I forget his name, but though if y'all remember the guy who played in Spider-Man as his friend Harry, the actor who played him, they did this sketch and they had it. The old black dude was saying, perverted stuff, but nobody said nothing to him. But when he was like, hey, you got a nice dress, I like those shoes, they start saying, oh, he's harassing. And so basically what they was trying to say on that one was, the old black dude you ain't gonna say nothing to, but when the young white boy say something, you gonna criticize him. And that's basically so true. Those that they really don't want to say anything to them, that's a problem. But I'm glad that these gyms are stopping them from this because it's becoming so much of a problem. And gyms are about money, not you making money on your social page, them making money by bringing bodies in the gym.
Absolutely. And most guys ain't going to want to go to the gym if it's filled with females, and then the females are sitting over here trying to look out for you for looking and trying to tell on you. The guys ain't going to want to go to that gym. They're going to want to go to a gym where they feel comfortable to work out without being subjected to all the nonsense.
Yes.
So, it is what it is right now. I'm just hoping that the culture shifts for the better. They start pointing out that these type of dumb stuff and they correct it. And it looks like that's what is going on. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Go ahead, brother. You want to say something?
Hey, Jermaine, I would like to thank from last night, Mr. Edward Easley. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. And from tonight, I want to thank Miss Yvette Romick. Miss Yvette Romick, thank you for your kindness and your generosity and your donation to the page, both through PayPal.
Shout out to Yvette Romick as well. Shout out to Yvette Romick. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mr. Easley too. Absolutely. Yvette Romick took the $10 challenge on PayPal. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Next one up. I want to go ahead here, brother, and show you a video that a lot of people are sharing, and it has to deal with white guilt. All right.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of these videos here before. I've played it plenty of times on the broadcast, and let me tell you something. It's getting very, very, very old. I want to go ahead and show you guys this. When it comes back, I want to speak about it. It's some white Americans kissing the boots of some black buffoons. I want you guys to take a look at this. Here we go. Here we go.
Here it is, right here. There you go. Mr. White Man, get these white women and get these white people a hand, man. Keep on coming. Keep on coming. Keep on coming, Mr. White Man. Keep on going. Keep on going, man. Most high in Christ, man. You understand? Now, they showing what it means to really salute a prophet and a priest of the Lord. Right. Keep going. Keep going. The party out. Show y'all. Come on, folks, get your boot kissed, man. Get properly saluted. Get properly saluted, man.
Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Get properly saluted. Everybody, come get properly saluted, man. This is a white couple right here that's proving that they are sorry for what their forefathers have done. Here it is, right here. There you go. Mr. White Man, get these white women and get these white people a hand, man. Keep on coming. Keep on coming. Keep on coming, Mr. White Man. Keep on going. Keep on going, man. Most high in Christ, man. You understand? Now, they showing what it means to really salute a prophet and a priest of the Lord. Right. Keep going. Keep going. The party out. Show y'all. Come on, folks, get your boot kissed, man. Get properly saluted. Get properly saluted, man.
Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Get properly saluted. Everybody, come get properly saluted, man. This is a white couple right here that's proving that they are sorry for what their forefathers have done.
Bow. I can tell you, Jamal, this is absolutely ridiculous. It is. The white couple there sitting there kissing the boots of these black Negroes. And let me tell you something. These black Negroes, ladies and gentlemen, don't care about those white folks. They don't care, in a sense, about what is right. They don't. This is all getting back at the white man. Jamal, what do you think about this? I believe they're black
Hebrew Israelites.
Hebrewites, right? Israelites or Hebrews or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
What these couples are doing is furthering race relations. No black man with common sense will want white people to kiss his boots. Notice how I said any black man with common sense. Let's go on and keep going. Any black man with common sense and integrity about himself. Any black man with common sense, integrity, and self-respect for himself. Let's go a little bit further. Any black man with common sense, self-respect, integrity, and not suffering with a minority complex. Inferiority complex. That's the word I'm looking for. Only a man who has an inferiority complex would demand somebody kiss his shoes based off something that never happened to him. And you know what, Jermaine? You know and seen black Hebrew Israelites. What's usual about them? They got a baby mama they owe child support to that they've been locked up over.
Yeah.
So they blame the white man for poisoning the mind of his black queen. They got numerous children. They can't get no job. They can't keep no job when they get one. And they always getting fired for dumb stuff. And they always abusing the black folk in their community. Look at them. Go to any courthouse on child support day. Look who's gonna be there. Black Hebrew Israelites. Why you trying to let these white folk lock me up? No, nigga, the white folk paying for the food, the groceries in my house with the food stamps and Medicaid. You ain't paying for nothing. So the white folk trying to get their money back from you.
Yup. And usually you see these black Hebrew or black Israelites, these type of folks here, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of them are criminals too. You better believe it. A lot of them are criminals. And they gravitate towards that type of religion because that religion loves to put down Mr. White Man. Absolutely, and put down Christianity. So that's why a lot of them gravitate towards that religion. Black empowerment, all that type of stuff is wrapped into there. And Jamal, they're not doing anything to further race relations in this country. They're making it a lot more worse by behaving in this manner, thinking that somehow these white people who have, a lot of times they don't have anything to do with racism or any type of slavery in the past. These people are just trying to build a better connection with black folks, and black folks are just taking advantage of that. Honestly, that's what they're doing. And it's doing nothing to bring the races together. It's doing everything to keep us divided. And I just want folks to understand out there, especially white Americans, don't you be doing stuff like this. Don't ya? Because the black folks who don't respect ya ain't going to respect ya if you're doing this as well. If you think they're going to respect ya after kissing the boots, you're smoking on some good reefer, let me tell ya. They're not going to respect ya. They're actually going to treat you worse after you're kissing the boots. So we need people to understand that a lot of what went on in the past was in the past with people in the past. It has nothing to do with people who are living today. People who are living today didn't own any slaves. I want folks to understand that. A lot of folks who are living today don't even contribute to quote unquote racism in this country. But yet the lie is still out there and it's permeating through our schools, through our books, and through our media. Last words on this here, sir.
You know what, Jermaine? Usually these black Hebrew Israelites discover they black Hebrew Israeliteness while they in jail for selling dope to other black folk.
You ain't lying.
They get caught the second time selling dope to the same cop. And so they in the jail blaming the white man. So this other idiot Hebrew Israelite who doing a life sentence for selling dope to the same cop 3 times, and he got a habitual felon. So now they get together and blame white folk. That's all they do. They get together, blame whitey for their problems because white folk just happened to been the judge. They don't say nothing about their black prosecutor. They don't say nothing about their black undercover cop. All they want to talk about is Mr. Whitey because it keeps the blame off of them. They don't look in the mirror and say, hey, this happened because of me. And if they really want to talk about slave masters, talk about the black ones. Because so many, when it comes to this stuff with black Hebrew Israelites and black history, they don't want to talk about the blacks who own slaves. Like I keep talking about William Ellison Jr. He was so bad, white folk had to come to him and say, yo, my man, chill. So this is what these Hebrew Israelites, they don't care about solving anything. They just want to shift the blame, go to court, and convince their baby mama drop child support charges.
You ain't lying about that, I can tell you that. And especially with all the kids they have, let me tell you, kids through the yin yang. You know, a lot of them are saying that a lot of the kids is part of, you know, their religion, is a part of their history. So, you know, we shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you do share. If you're
the social
there,
service pull up with that warrant because they 3 months behind on child support again.
Oh, Lord. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to somebody who just donated here. Shout out to my guy, Robert Marvin. Shout out to you. Donated through Cash App.
Hey, Jermaine, have you noticed the smiley faces on Rumble?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm having a good time over here.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody on Rumble as well. The Rumble Rebels are in the room there. Shout out to everybody there. Absolutely. Cannot forget the folks on Rumble there. Shout out to you guys. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do us a good favor. All right? And hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Because we definitely going to need your help. We definitely going to need your help. Next one up. I want to speak to you guys about Beetlejuice. Oh, yeah. You guys know who Beetlejuice is, right? Lori Lightfoot. Yeah, Lori Lightfoot. She lost. She lost.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. She didn't get enough votes for the runoff. They're calling her, the worst loser in Chicago history. Yeah. Worst loser. Let me tell you, she's the first black female, right? First black trans or gay. And the first one to lose in 40 years of re-election in Chicago. She's the first in a lot of categories, I can tell you that. I want to go ahead and run this clip here. This deals with Tucker Carlson and a Chicago alderman that speak about Lori Lightfoot's loss. And when it come back, I want to speak about it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share, all right?
Please hit the like button.
Please, oh please. Here we go.
Spent a lot of time over the years trying to get rid of this mayor, and we would say at the top of that list is Chicago Alderman, our friend Raymond Lopez, who joins us tonight for an after-action report. Congratulations, Alderman Lopez, on what happened last night. I have no idea what's going to happen next, but it's worth pausing for a moment to say democracy worked, is it not?
Absolutely, Tucker. Good evening. And before we start, let me just say our hearts and prayers are with an officer in Chicago tonight that was shot in the line of duty in the most dangerous of American cities right now. But with what happened with yesterday's election, democracy worked. And the pendulum, I believe, is starting to swing in the right direction, back to the middle, back towards common sense, where the outrageous policies of woke narratives and agendas are coming to an end. And I think that we have one more chance in Chicago, one more hurdle to reach, where we finally put this to rest, where we can have common sense prevail across the entire city, where the law-abiding citizens are the ones that we're fighting for, and that where the city is no longer safe for criminals, but for the good people of the city of Chicago.
You always set the most basic possible standards for governance, like can you walk outside your house without worrying about getting shot to death? And I think that's the place to start. So do you think, you said there's one more chance, is there a candidate who you think would uphold that standard?
Yes, I think we have a runoff in 6 weeks in the city of Chicago because nobody got the majority of the votes yesterday, one of which is Paul Vallis, the former CPS school CEO and former budget director for the city of Chicago. He's backed by law enforcement, supports all our first responders, and is basically billing himself as a problem solver. His opponent is the Cook County Commissioner, Brandon Johnson, who is super left, tied with our teachers union, and his claim to fame is being able to take away the background checks for renters so that landlords don't know who they're renting to.
Come on.
I mean, just yesterday would not disavow looting in the city of Chicago as a justifiable means. So I think we have some pretty clear choices in Chicago. It's just up to the voters to not fall for the narratives, not fall for the race baiting and gaslighting, but to focus on what we need to do to put our city back together.
So one candidate is for restoring safe streets, the other won't disavow looting. So it seems like a pretty clear choice. Alderman Lopez, I hope you'll come back with an update on that race. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And congratulations.
Thank you, Tucker.
Bow. Jamal, you look like you transformed. Hold on here. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys see this? Jamal transformed right in front of my eyes. Oh my goodness gracious, let me tell you. Look like Beetlejuice. Or Lightfoot Beetlejuice. Let me tell you. Brother, what do you think about this? All right, she lost. A lot of people are dancing in the street. A lot of people are on cloud 9. All right. What do you think about this?
As good as it is that she lost, as happy as I am, and she loses, I got to put her picture up here. Oh, I got to have her picture up here. I got to have her picture right here. Hello. There we go. As happy as we are of her losing, here is the absolute truth, Jermaine. She is nothing without Kim Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
The district attorney of Chicago. Yes, Chicago had all that crime. Chicago had all that murders, and she was horrible. But the Kim Foxx wasn't convicting people like they were supposed to. And it goes to the deeper problem when it comes to these major cities with people like her. Yeah, she's a joke. Yes, she's horrible. But Jermaine, as long as people keep electing these district attorney and judges who are allowing these criminals and hoodlums to get thrown back out in the street, you're going to have a problem. And she blamed it on MAGA Republicans. She Jesse Smollett. Oh, Jesse, she sat there and said that it was because of MAGA Republicans that came out of trucks and everything to help her lose. I would like to thank, before we go any further, Miss Lolly Ryder. Miss Lolly Ryder, thank you for your constant generosity and your donation to the page through PayPal.
Absolutely. Shout out to Miss Lolly Ryder. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Shout out to Miss Lolly Ryder. You know, she lost because of her bad job. She did a absolute bad job. She didn't take care of Chicago well. She allowed the crime to go through the roof. She played that race baiting game. Remember, not even reporters could even ask her questions. She wanted to only take questions from black reporters. Remember that?
Yep.
That's how evil she was, ladies and gentlemen. Her hair looking like a gosh darn ashtray. Right? Look, I'm telling you, look terrible. Look like a bomb hit it. Look like a gosh darn ant farm on top of her head, ladies and gentlemen. And she got the nerve to sit here and say that MAGA Republicans came out of the woodworks and that's why she lost? No.
Yep.
Everybody and their mama's mama came out of the woodworks and said, you know what? We're going to have to get her out. She was thinking that because she was gay, because she was a woman, and because she was black, that she would be able to stay there. She also thought that because of those three characteristics, ladies and gentlemen, you could not tell her that she was doing a bad job. You couldn't criticize her. Because every time you did, guess what? She would rely on one of those characteristics to pull out and then say that you're discriminating against her.
They don't like me because I'm black.
There you go. That's
they don't
why
like you
I
'cause
don't
you
like
are.
Democrats, to run anything because they always want to feel like they're a victim. How are you going to feel like you're a victim when you're the person who's running the show? You're the person who's supposed to be in charge. That it's absolutely ridiculous. You cannot have a leader like her in office and expect to hold her accountable for what's going on. She will not hold herself accountable. And as a matter of fact, she will find every excuse in the book for everybody to leave her alone. So one of the biggest reasons I think she lost is because nobody can hold her accountable for what's going on in Chicago. She will blame it on somebody thinking that, hey, these people are only saying this because I'm gay, because I'm black, because I'm a lesbian, because I'm this, I'm that. Not because she's a trashy bitch who shouldn't be there. Last words here, sir.
I'm glad she's out because she made morale amongst the police down. She was a hypocrite. She was horrible. I'm glad she's gone. But the people in Chicago need to ask themselves, are they want diversity or do they want to live? And if you want to live, you got to pick someone other than because they black. Pick some white folk, but then again, get you some people that's conservative, middle of the ground. Liberalism don't work, just cause death.
Absolutely. You can see liberalism doesn't work here. It doesn't at all. Everything they tried to do failed in that city. Instead of them to do what would have worked, which was to hire more officers and gosh darn arrest folks and make sure that they stay in jail. You get what I'm saying? Very easy stuff that they could have done. They didn't do it at all, ladies and gentlemen. They ran with this liberal scheme, and this liberal scheme brought more violence and brought more crime. So I'm glad, this idiot's gone. We just waiting for Chicago to pick another idiot. I think they're good at picking idiots. Maybe this time they'll really think about it and pick, the right person, because there's somebody out there who wants law and order, and there's somebody out there who will not disavow any looters. I think it's very easy for the choice, but You know, maybe in Chicago it's not so easy with all that fluoride in the water. I don't know.
Chlorine. That's chlorine. Chlorine make you that dumb, because I swear.
I'm telling you. I am telling you, it is wild. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share, all right? Yeah. We're going to definitely need your help. Next one up, we're going to speak about Merrick Garland. Yeah, Merrick Garland. He had a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing, ladies and gentlemen. And this went into a lot of areas. But the main area we're going to focus on here, ladies and gentlemen, has to deal with pro-lifers and pro-abortionists and how law enforcement deals with each one. Oh, yeah. Now, if you've seen the hearing, it was hot fire. It was hot fire.
They roasted him.
Let me tell you, Merrick Garland got roasted, and he got roasted heavily. Let me tell you, heavily. I want to go ahead and run this video here as Merrick Garland and our good friend Ted Cruz. Merrick Garland is responding to Ted Cruz's question on violent pro-abortion attacks on pregnancy centers. He wants to know why, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between coverage on law enforcement between, the pro-abortionists and the pro-lifers. It seems like there's an agenda. This is what he's saying, and I want to get you guys' take on it. Make sure you guys share, hit that like button. Here we go.
We've also seen across the country violent attacks to pregnancy centers by similar left-wing terrorist groups, including one graffiti of a firebomb building said Jane was here. There have been attacks all over the country. And yet, the Department of Justice has not brought these violent criminals to justice. You contrast that. If you're a violent criminal and you attack a crisis pregnancy center, that is not a priority in the Biden Department of Justice. Contrast that to Mark Houck, who's a pro-life activist. He's a sidewalk counselor. And he had an altercation with someone who allegedly interfered with his son's personal space and threatened his son, and he pushed him. Now, in an ordinary world, pushing someone would be maybe a simple misdemeanor assault, but not under the Biden Department of Justice. If you're a pro-life activist, what can you expect? Well, in this instance, according to Mr. Houck's wife, 24 agents clad in body armor and ballistic helmets and shields and a battering ram showed up at his house pointing rifles at his family. Why do you send 24 agents in body armor to arrest a sidewalk counselor who happens to be pro-life, but you don't devote resources to prosecute people who are violently firebombing crisis pregnancies?
It is a priority of the department to prosecute and investigate and find the people who are doing those firebombings. They are doing it at night and in secret. And we have found one group which we did prosecute.
You found one. How many have there been? How many attacks?
There have been a lot. And if you have any information specifically as to who those people are, we would be glad. We would be glad to have that.
Did you personally authorize 20 agents going to Mr. Houck's house? And he offered to turn himself in through counsel, but you didn't want that. The Department of Justice wanted to make a show of it. Did you personally authorize it? And do you want to apologize to Mrs. Houck and her 7 children for being terrorized?
The decisions about how to do that are made at the level of the FBI agents on scene.
Did you know about it?
I did not know about it until the way you're describing it. And my understanding is the FBI disagrees with that description.
Wow. Look at Fauci's cousin. That looked like Fauci's cousin. For real, that looked like his blood cousin. Jamal, my goodness gracious. It seems like they are targeting pro-lifers. You know, if you're a pro-lifer, look like they coming after you. But if you're a pro-abortionist and you're running around, you know, firebombing these pregnancy centers, they gonna leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be left alone. But gosh darn it, if you're reading scripture in front of Planned Parenthood, FBI may come and find you. What do you think?
The thing about these hearings that I hate, Jermaine, they don't go nowhere when Republicans are doing things. Like Ted Cruz sound good now. He sounds strong. But what's going to happen? The stuff that Merrick Garland is doing, he is literally targeting pro-life people, going after a Catholic man who had 7 kids.
Yep.
Now they're labeling Catholics domestic terrorists if they pray in Latin. If they know how to talk Latin, because now Latin, you know, because I guess the FBI agents too dumb to learn to speak Latin, but that's what they're doing. The FBI is totally out of control, and they've been out of control. Department of Justice been out of control. Now, is Merrick Garland going to get impeached? Will the House of Representatives impeach him?
Nope.
To have him thrown out. See, that's the thing about these hearings. They make us feel good. I'm going to make this comparison, Jermaine, because we guys and we understand. It's like these hearings are like going out with a jet beauty of the week. She kiss on you and hug on you, and she fall asleep in your arms. You think you did something. You ain't did nothing. At the end of the day, you ain't hit nothing. So that's the same thing. And the Republicans have laid the groundwork. Merrick Garland needs to be impeached. They have laid the groundwork. They have shown his partisan. When he went after family members, when he went after people like this, when he said that fathers who went to school boards are wrong, he should have been impeached.
Yep.
Especially when it turned out she got raped. He needs to be impeached.
He does. He needs to be impeached, just like Mayorkas, right? Mayorkas, the border czar. They have articles of impeachment for him as well. But is he going to get impeached? I don't know. Merrick Garland, I don't think he's going to get impeached. I believe exactly what you're saying. These hearings are just for Republicans to feel good about themselves, right? It make you feel good when you hear Ted Cruz talking real harsh. But guess what? A whole bunch of bark, but no bite. You know what I'm saying? The barking is loud, let me tell you. It's real loud, but there's no gosh darn bite. And if there isn't a bite, ladies and gentlemen, these people will not be deterred from doing this type of crap. There's nothing deterring any of these individuals. What, a hearing and you talking? Come on. We got to see action. Something needs to happen. If they see that Republicans are willing to impeach them, they're willing to go the mile to try to get them out of office, things of this nature, they'll think 2 or 3 times before that they even pulling stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we need to demand out of the Republicans that are in office people like Ted Cruz. We need to demand that. You know,
Yes.
I'm tired of the talking. You know, I am tired, ladies and gentlemen. Tired. I know you're tired of the talking as well. We need action. And maybe it takes us, you know, voting out a lot of these folks who are just talking until we get folks who really want to do what is right. You know, I wish we had folks like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I know she would take action. She was the only one who brought up impeachment charges on what's his name,
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
Right? And they came after her like a dog. Let me tell you. And they still coming after her. So when you got somebody like this who's willing to bring up charges when none of the other fools are, we need folks like that. Last words here, sir.
I want to thank Christian Walker, Miss Christian Walker. Thank you for your kindness and generosity, your donation to the page through Cash App. Thank you, Miss Christian Walker. Now listen to this, Jermaine. Chicago Police Chief David Brown resigned today. And also the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois resigned.
Oh, Lord.
Why would the police chief and the U.S. Attorney resign after all this? Could it be they embarrassed of the suck job they did?
Yep.
Or were they part of the problem?
There you go. Both. They know that it will come down to them taking accountability for what happened. And a lot of folks don't want to take accountability. They don't. They see that Lori Lightfoot got her ass spanked. They're like, you know what? My ass is next. And they don't want to deal with accountability. It's easier for them to run than for it is for them to stay there and to deal with all the backlash and everything else. They are the ones to blame, ladies and gentlemen. They are. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Christian Walker as well. Shout out to Christian Walker, beautiful woman out of Minnesota. Shout out to you. Go ahead and give you one of these here. Took our challenge on Cash App. Let's go ahead and move forward here. Next one up, I want to speak to you guys about the FBI director, Christopher Wray. He said something that made a lot of people mad and a lot of people happy. He said COVID most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan. All the quote-unquote conspiracy theorists out there, right? The people who all they did was just read. Guess what? You're vindicated. You are. But there's no money. There's no gold star. There's nothing. Take a look at this.
As you note, Brett, the FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan.
Let me play it again for everybody out there, all the liberals out there who said that, hey, anybody who says it's a lab leak, that's being racist, right?
As you note, Brett, the FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan.
A potential lab incident in Wuhan. Jamal, let me tell you something. A lot of people are vindicated right now.
Yep.
A lot of people were made to look silly. A lot of people were, quote unquote, shamed. And I'm telling you, they are now vindicated. I want to go ahead and show you guys what Jamal put up here. Take a look at this.
He said it.
Yep. He was right about
Donald
everything.
Trump said.
He called it too.
Yep.
Trump was right. What do you think?
Trump was right. All the people who lost pages, strikes on their videos. It's like this is deeper than just, oh, well, you know, people tell the joke. What's the difference between the conspiracy and the theory? 6 months. Because it's a conspiracy for 6 months, then it becomes, you know, it's known fact. What people have to understand, this is horrible. Okay. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Yep.
People lost jobs. People lost careers. This turned people against each other. People got flagged. People died because of lies. Now we know the truth.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people had their pages taken down. Their businesses shut down. All sorts of stuff because they didn't want this type of information out there. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't hard to figure out what happened. You get what I'm saying, Jamal? It wasn't hard at all. You know, all the players were coming out and saying, hey, this is what happened. Hey, this is what happened. If you went and even read on Google, Dr. Google even let you know what the heck was going on. But yet, everybody who said the obvious, they were shunned. And one thing I can tell you, the liberals are not going to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. If you're waiting for an apology, you might as well hang it up. It's not coming. These people are evil. They will move on to the next thing. In my personal opinion, they should be apologizing. They should be on their knees begging. But they will not do it. They will not. It's the same thing when we spoke about, you know, this. And we said that it was linked to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you know what I'm talking, I just don't want to go there. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? We said this led to this. Right? Yeah. We said this. And guess it's coming out. Another one, right?
And the Babylon Bee actually did a parody of people coming to the podium from Pfizer, passing out from that. And YouTube ain't took them down. YouTube even know the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. It's out of the bag. You know, enlarged heart, right, ladies and gentlemen? Blood clots, right? Yeah. Let me tell you something. Something out there is very lethal. And because folks were right on the money, because people out there did not trust the government, we were able to get on the ball on this very early and point it out. But yet, they demonized us.
Yes.
So, you know, that's the way the world is right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way the world is. We're not going to get an apology.
Nope.
Right? I even ran so many videos on here about all the the injuries. You get what I'm saying? The injuries from this. You guys remember that, right? I was running video after video. Jamal even told me one time, Jermaine, they about to take you down for that. He told me plenty of times when I was running the videos of the injuries that came from that. I was showing videos of folks passing out. Yeah. There's even a nurse. The nurse still ain't. You can't.
Oh yeah.
You remember the nurse, right?
When it first came out.
Yup. Boy, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this stuff up. So we are living in a time where the conspiracy theorists are right.
Right again.
They're right about gosh darn everything. And the people who are calling them conspiracy theorists, these are the game players, these are the fools, these are the idiots. Last words here, Jamal.
What this goes to show, they will cover things up. They will do whatever it takes to win politically. The reason why they did not want this to come from Wuhan was because they wanted to destroy Donald Trump. It worked. Let's tell the truth. Everything the liberals did in 2020 worked. Yeah, we talk about we was right, we told you so. They're like, okay. Because what they wanted it for, it did. They blamed Donald Trump for the COVID, and they said he didn't do nothing. He was trying to divert when he was right all along.
Oh, right through and through. You can't even make this stuff up. You cannot even make it up. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Last but not least, I want to speak to you guys about Ukraine. Ukraine. Let me tell you something. I wish it was over, but I don't think it'll be over anytime soon. Zelensky came out the other day. He says that the U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters to fight in Ukraine if we don't help them deal with Russia now. I want to go ahead and run this. When I come back, I want to speak about it. Here we go.
President Zelensky hasn't stopped his demands for more aid in Ukraine's fight with Russia. Speaking at a press conference on February 24th, he issued a stark warning to the U.S. if it fails to provide more assistance. Let's watch.
If it happens so that Ukraine, due to various opinions and weakening and depleting of assistance,
and you know what? We're not gonna have enough time to run it. We're not gonna have enough time. I have a previous engagement that I got to get rolling on, and I wanna apologize. I should have never ran it. There'll be a show tomorrow, so we shall speak about Zelensky tomorrow. Brother, I want to thank you for coming on in here.
No problem.
Usually I don't end the show this fast like this, but I'm looking at the time, and gosh darn it, I got to get rolling. I got to get moving. I want to thank everybody and their mama's mama for coming out and hanging out with us here today. I really do. There will be a show 7 p.m. tomorrow and Saturday, and that'll be the rest of the show for the week. So tomorrow and Saturday. So I want to thank everybody and their mama's mama for coming out here and hanging out with us. Jamal, any last words for a good crowd?
God bless you all. Good night.
God bless you guys all, and good night as well. Once more again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I didn't pay attention at the time here. So I just want to reiterate that. You guys take care. Have a very good night, and we'll catch you guys here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. All right? You guys take care. Love you. Goodbye.